draining the coolant. Already started removing the intake, then the hoses and stuff. Remove this. So I'm gonna start working on this engine and stuff. And yeah, I have to remove the alternator, the fan, and everything. Try to clean as much as possible here. Yeah. My EGR valve. There's a lot of junk in there. So I think I'm gonna be doing the EGR delete kit for this. Just basically this thing is gonna be covered and there's gonna be no EGR because it's pointless on this engine. Okay, I'm gonna start working on removing this exhaust and intake manifold. So do that. If you were wondering, this is how the car is sitting now. A bunch of stuff here. I did drain the coolant, and the alternator is loose. So again, there's my two belts right there, they're loose, but now span shroud is also loose. I'm gonna start removing. I loosened them up, just gotta take them out completely, those 4 bolts, and then this whole thing is gonna come out with the fan and the pulley. So I'm gonna do that. It's 10mm bolts right there. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. So I just keep removing them. Yeah, it's my plan, and the fan is gonna come out. Fan shroud is out of the way. This is the water pump. This bearing feels rough, so I have a new one. I'll be replacing it. Now I'm gonna also remove the alternator and this power steering pump belt. So I want to get to this crankshaft pulley. Alright, and then I'm gonna probably remove the radiator. Somebody was trying to repair it here. I don't know, I might actually swap this thing with a different one, we'll see. Still have to remove a couple hoses there. Right. Transmission cooling lines here. I'm just removing the injector lines and then injectors also from this side. Turbo is removed, manifolds, my gasket. There's so much crap in here. I'm just working on this guy right here. I'm trying to remove this harmonic balancer. This is the last bolt. Thank God none of them stripped. Okay, so you really have to be careful with these guys. You have to clean them all up, otherwise they're gonna strip. This is the GR port. It's all clogged. Who wants some sandwiches? I can make you some. This fan clutch is still good. Still awesome. I just have to clean it all up. All this junk here, look. Make everything look really clean and nice. So it's pretty clean on this side, and the other side it's all dirty. So, clean them all up in the parts washer, and I'm just gonna rinse them off. This is the Purple Thunder. Alright. Water. I'm gonna flip them over. let them dry up. And here's my intake manifold. Look at this. It used to be like black. I still have to work on it. I have to figure out how to clean up the junk from the inside, because there's still some junk inside. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty good. So, it's my ball joint all ready to go. Alright, let's see. So, I cleaned a bunch of parts. Let me show you all the results. So, it's pretty awesome. Here's my fan clutch, and it's still original. Look at how clean it is. All cleaned up. And it's actually original. Better. Okay, and it's still in a good shape, because when I try to turn it, it turns really hard. So that's good. It's my intake manifold. This is the alternator bracket and all the bolts. Cleaned it up. This is my washer fluid reservoir. All cleaned up. Okay. So that's perfect. And let me show you this fan. Here's my fan. I think I already showed you, but yeah. I don't know if I should paint it or just leave it like that. I will see how it goes, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with the results. There was a bunch of dirt everywhere, so. Alright, anyways, now I'm just gonna pack all this stuff, my new bushings and everything, and gonna get ready to install that left front side and this thing. Okay. Alright, so it's my intake manifold, and I'm gonna show you more later, but I cleaned it from the inside and outside. The inside was actually really difficult because you can barely get to anything, so yeah, still have to do this, the turbo and manifold. And here are some parts I already cleaned up. Some, I don't know, this is just bracket or heat shield, and then this is for the air intake, for the air filter housing. These 3 mounts are still good, so I'm gonna reuse them. This is the line from the vacuum pump. It was really gummed up. Cleaned the inside and also the outside. This is the air tube. Okay. And this thing goes to the turbo. Okay. So. Alright, now I'm gonna start disassembling the turbo and separating it from the exhaust manifold. So I'm gonna do one more round. This is the throttle cleaner. I'm gonna leave it overnight. I'm gonna spray this. Try to get inside, everywhere, and kind of tilted it so this is higher, so nothing leaks out of here. So let's spray this inside. Let it sit overnight. It's gonna loosen all the rest of the stuff up. Yep, that wasn't good, but try to not make it fall off. Oh, look at that. Let's see. Look at that. You can see the water. And it's dirty. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep spraying it. Cleans pretty well. Look at that. Look at all this black water, black junk. So, spray more. I'm also gonna do the EGR delete kit on this, because the EGR is pointless on this engine. Right, it's empty. Yeah, I'm gonna let it sit overnight. It's water here, water there. Yeah, and then I'm gonna clean it up a little more and it's gonna be ready to go. So I'm ready to disassemble, to separate the exhaust manifold from the turbo. So we can clean the turbo exhaust manifold separately, and then I'll possibly do the rebuild kit on the turbo. So let me show you what's going on. Turbo right here, it's actually upside down, so this is the inlet side right there. Let me get a light again. Okay, so there's junk on the top right here. So first thing, basically, that holds these two together, these 4 nuts. So I'm gonna loosen them up and it's gonna be separated. So let's see, first thing, just wanna spray this whole thing pretty good. It's not too rusty, so they will come off just like that. Alright. Okay guys, so disassembled this whole thing, just removing all of this. The water pump's gonna be changed. Thermostat housing is gonna take off. I'm gonna clean everything up. So it's just the coolant that's draining from water pump. So I'm gonna remove the rest of the bolts, pop it out. And also, if you were wondering, here's my water pump. Replacing that. And I don't really like seeing this because this is a gasket maker. They did not use a regular gasket. It comes with these pumps. That's no good. Clean all of this up. I'm gonna remove this housing too. So there's more coolant coming out. So this was sitting like that. So now it's off. So that's where the thermostat goes. Yeah, I'm gonna take it and clean it all up. Put it with this pile here. Alright. Okay, so this is probably one of those engines that has the biggest oil buildup ever on the outside everywhere. So first of all, what I want to mention, these pieces right here, that's basically the gasket maker. And when I remove the water pump, this is the area where the water pump was. Okay, and this is all like rubber right here. So this water pump
was basically put in, and they basically put the gasket maker on this thing and just put the water pump over the top, you know. So I don't know how can you do that and stuff. I mean, it's crazy, man. I mean, like they're selling gaskets for everything now, like for water pump, and then the everything. I mean, you know. Then I also noticed that this is the timing chain tensioner, or yeah, but I think that one has a gasket. But this one right here, this one was just the gasket maker right here around this. That's for the coolant passage. What else? This is the vacuum pump. Okay, so I'm just trying to clean some of this stuff up. And this vacuum pump also has a gasket maker. Not the paper gasket, nothing, just right there, gasket maker. I mean, how I don't know, I don't understand how you can do that. I mean, it's just, why can't you just buy like $2 gasket and just put it in? You know, it's yeah, and that's why you have all of this oil buildup here, because the oil was just leaking. You know, and also this gasket was leaking, the valve cover and everything. So yeah, but I mean, we're gonna fix everything. So this car will be good to go, little by little. The sludge. So much oil build up here from gaskets leaking.